Hi, my name is Rico, and this is my first video trying to explain how the Janko keyboard works, what it actually is, and how to play it, what its advantages are, and what its limitations also are. Let's start by looking at this very top here. So ignore all the rest here and just look at this upper part. Then you will notice that the keys of the Janko, they just go up chromatically. So they start with a C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then back to the C. So really chromatically. When you also play those, back to the C. So going up chromatically. And in principle, you would only need these two rows here. When you only look at the two upper rows, then you will see they alternatively go from up, down, up, down, up, down. So not like on the piano where it's irregular, where when you follow the white keys, you sometimes have a whole tone and sometimes have a semitone. Here it's really always alternating, going up and down chromatically. So up, down, up, down, up, down. So these are the two upper rows. Concerning the colors, it's exactly the same as on the classical piano. So you have the three white keys here, so the C, the D, and the E, followed by the sequence of four white keys, F, G, A, B, and then back to C. And the same as on the classical piano, you have the two black keys here and the three black keys here. Only looking at this part here, you will probably recognize the pattern that you have on a classical piano. Good, and now we add two more rows. And this is only for ergonomics. Because your thumb is much shorter than the other fingers and it's also lower, the lower two rows are mainly just for the thumb. So you don't have to go up here to the upper two rows and play everything here. That's can be quite inconvenient to play everything here also with the thumb. Also for when you play scales and want to take your thumb under the other fingers. And for that you have the lower two rows here. So you can you can play the thumb down here and the other fingers higher here. That's the only reason. And here with this illustration you see it a bit more clearly, because here the keys are quite thin. This is I built this like this for the ergonomics, so you can put your fingers in between two other keys. But to understand the layout, it's a bit easier to look at how the classical Janko was actually set up. So you have the white keys here, C, D, E, and then F, G, A, B, and then back to the C, with the two black keys and the three black keys. And like before, you actually would only need the upper two rows, but then you get all the four just because of your thumb. So your thumb can conveniently play the lower two rows. Good. You could also think of different color layouts. I just stick to the classical one with the three black and two black, because it fits also to our notation. I didn't want to change the notation. Just take the notation as we have it, and then you can actually use your pattern recognition that you also have from the classical piano. So you quite quickly find, okay, here the blocks of 3 white and 4 white. So you know that this is the C. It's like on a classical piano, C, D, E, and then you have the semitone, F, G, A, B, and C. On the classical piano, when you just follow the white keys, then you have a C, D, E, so you have the whole tones here. But then you get from E to F, you get a semitone. So it's not spread regularly. And this is what I also mentioned in all the comments to the videos, that on a classical piano, in each key you're playing in, you have to learn the chord shapes differently. So you play one chord shape, it's a major chord in one key, and then you take the same shape in another key, all of a sudden it's a minor chord. And this problem you don't have here on the Janko keyboard, because it's isomorphic. So whenever you have some form, some shape, you can always reuse it. Let's, for example, take a C major chord. So you have the C, Then you get a one whole tone, two whole tones, so that's a major third. And then you get one whole tone, one semitone. So from here to here it's a minor third. So this is a major chord. A major third, minor third. So this is a major chord. And now the good thing is you can just take this shape here and move it. Or also down here. It's always a major chord. So no need to learn different shapes and so on as you have on the classical pianos for a major chord. Your hand will simply know, okay, when I put it like this, I will always get a major chord. And for example, take a minor chord. How does a minor chord work? You start at some root note. Let's again take the C, but it's arbitrary. Then you go a whole tone, semitone. So you have a minor third. And then again, now you need a major third. So from here, whole tone, two whole tones is a major third. And now you see, I don't want to play the thumb up here, and this is exactly the reason why we have these 4 rows here. So I can play the thumb down here. So we have a minor chord. Okay, the Janko basically is based on whole tone sequences. So you go from C to D to E, that's always whole tones, to F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and then back to the C. So this is a whole tone sequence, and below is also a whole tone sequence. So from C sharp, D sharp, F, and so on, just shifted by a semitone. So these 2 rows together, they give you all the 12 notes. Whatever we just applied with the chords, we can also do with scales. You can take, for example, a major scale. Let's take again we can take C major, just because we can see it with the white keys, but it's the same for all the different keys. So C, D, E, just follow the white keys like on a classical piano. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And now again, the good thing is this shape here. So starting with the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, then thumb, index finger, middle finger, thumb, and index finger. And this fingering, you can just reuse the same and apply it to all other keys. So you can, for example, also start on a D. Again, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, thumb, index finger, middle finger, thumb, and index finger. And you can also do the same. For example, let's start on the D sharp here. Same fingering. So index finger, middle finger, ring finger, then the thumb, index finger, middle finger, thumb, index finger.